technical difficulties today. Let me tell you, goodness me. I started up a stream, but it didn't show on my YouTube page, and it was apparently there was some notifications that went out, but it wasn't showing that it was. So I stopped that stream, started another one. Anyway, we're here now. Hopefully it's all working. G'day to everybody in the chat already there. We've got quite a few. How you going? We've got Steve. He's actually in the green room. This is good. Max here, 420. How are you, mate? Unlimited Vertical. Peter Carroll, Remote Pilots. He's there as well. Where we got the place it here. How are you? How are you? Oh, it's the Brant and Gary. How are you, mate? Drone Bum. How are you, my man? Nice to see you gracing the chat here on this lovely show. We've got a few people here in the green room. Justin, you're a showman. Have a look at that. Do that again, mate. Do that again. That was spectacular. Yes, gracing the and we've got Ari here as well. We've got Steve Carpenter. But before I introduce you to this next gentleman, I will say gentleman because he is the quintessentially well-dressed verse of the whole drone community. And I feel really underdressed when old Dre comes on. Have a look at this. Holy moly, Batman.
I told you he's the Wolf of Wall Street when it comes to drone flying.
He is the Wolf of Wall Street.
Every time he gets a new contract, he buys a new suit.
If he's got Margot Robbie in his office with him, I'm coming.
That's what we're frightened of, Matt.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I'll be visiting his office. How's that? Does it sound better?
Better.
That's a lot better, isn't it? How is everyone today?
Well, I feel like a complete moron, Matt. I figured out what was the issue with my drone.
Oh, shit.
Because the Hyperlapse has its own settings that I never messed with, and somehow the ISO got set to 100. And I feel like an idiot. I called DJI, and the guy walked me through it. Because I had never messed with the settings before, and somehow it got set to 100.
Actually, the reason he feels like an idiot is because the guy at DJI said, "You didn't get the settings right, you bloody idiot."
Yeah.
Well, I have never messed with them before.
Well, that's what I said last week. Go and put it in manual, mate, and have a look at it. Yeah. But you didn't listen to me. But anyway, just went straight to DJI. I mean, you could have only looked like a fool in front of me and not the whole. The factory over there in China's laughing their guts out. Check this dickhead out.
Could have listened to Matt and been wrong with the best possible advice.
Yep. Give it a crack. London Nard, how are you, my man? We got to replace it here. They're all
Lon, I'll lay some hands on you.
Now, Father Dre. That's it. From now on, it's Father Dre.
Yeah.
No. Dre's my attorney here. He's representing me in this on this online trial.
They say my client cannot elaborate any further on that this time.
Yeah. Oh dear, I like this. I left my suit in my other pants.
DJI guy. We got another one from Florida.
Oh, that's great. Oh, look. Oh, well, that's good that you've sorted that out. Do you know what though?
Before you move on, I got a question for him. So, what should the ISO be set at for time lapse?
He told me to put it all the way up to 3600, I think it was.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No way. Oh my God.
I mean, I'll play with it now that I know where it's at and everything.
Don't touch that ISO, dude. Look,
what time are you shooting?
Midday.
No.
What would you recommend it be set at then?
100.
400 and a filter.
No, when it was at 100, it was pitch black.
No.
What?
Something's wrong with your shutter. All right. 100 during the middle of the day. There's no way in hell that should be underexposed. My ISO, even my sunsets, my sunrises, is at 100. It doesn't move. You've got to, with mine, obviously, it's more aperture control for that. But with yours, you've got to play with your shutter speed. If you put it to 100, you've got to open up your shutter. and you'll get your correct exposures. But no way in hell at midday do you chuck that thing to 3600.
Well, he told me to put it all the way up, and when I did, it became normal looking again when it was
Yeah, I
sitting
know,
on my
but-
desk looking at me.
But that footage
Do you have a filter on?
No,
will be horrendous.
I didn't.
No,
Yeah, an
that-
ND 57,000. He's taking
If you had
pictures
that-
of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you had that footage and put it into post and had a look at it at 3600, that image would be as grainy and noisy as all buggery. It's not good, not good. These little cameras, we're talking big SLRs and all that sort of shit, right? You can pump your ISO up quite substantially and your image won't really suffer that much. But with these little tiny cameras, as soon as you start touching that ISO, you can maybe go to 300 or 400, maybe, all right? But it does degrade the image. You leave that at 100 and try and get your exposures elsewhere and just leave that alone. Don't touch it.
Okay.
3600.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
you-
why
if you-
that's why I asked that question, because I was shocked when he said that take it off 100. I'm thinking for time lapse 100 is ideal.
Well,
Mhm.
see, this is what it was. It was sitting on my desk. I had it turned on while I was talking to him on the phone, and it was set at 100. And I was waving my hand in front of it. And you couldn't see anything.
Which
And then he
drone are we
was
talking
like-
about here, Justin?
The Air 2.
Which drone are we talking about here?
The Air 2.
Air 2. Okay.
And then he was like, "Well, crank it all the way up." So I cranked it all the way up, and then it looked normal. I could see it
Yeah,
on the
well, it would.
screen.
It would.
So I don't know. Like I said, I don't really go with all the camera settings like some of you guys do. I usually just shoot an auto. So I don't know what happened and how it got messed up. Could have been maybe from an update. Maybe it reset something. I don't know.
I'll tell you something. When I was out shooting, I was shooting
Gary,
late.
take the lens cap off.
That's what he said. That's what he said the other day too.
Yeah, don't use the ND
Hilarious.
Infinity. Yeah. ND
He well
Infinity
for the
filter.
drone camera. No, well, I'll tell you, and I don't know how this happened either. I was shooting with the 2 Pro, and I was early morning, right? Now, I was getting I couldn't work out for the life of me why I couldn't get my exposures correct, ever. I was getting all this nice footage, and I'm going, this just isn't right. The settings are so wrong. And so I was changing ND filters, and there's no way I should be looking at an ND16 at 5 in the morning, right? Because my 4 wasn't working, my 8 wasn't working, and I'm thinking, now something's going on here. I took this footage and all that, but anyway, I got that into post, and I just had a look at it. It was absolute shit. Because for some reason, I have no idea why, I've never touched it since I've owned the drone, the ISO was pumped to max, right? I don't know why. And because I never check it, because I've never touched it, and I started taking this footage, but all my camera settings were off. And I couldn't work out why. And that's when I looked at it and went, holy shit. So I don't know why it did that. So yours might have, what was yours? Yours was at 100, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then like I said, when it was sitting on my desk, I had the window open. It was midday, so the sun was coming in. My bedroom light was on, and I'm waving my hand in front of the camera. I can't see shit. It's just pitch black. And he was
Okay.
like, crank it all the way up and see what it does. And I cranked it all the way up, and then it looked normal on my phone. Like I could see myself, everything.
So you
You
won't see
shouldn't
that
have to
noise.
crank it
Just
up.
Justin, when you were doing that in your room, how much light was in the room? Were all the lights off?
No, I had my bedroom light on, and the window was open, and there was plenty of sunlight coming in my room.
Oh,
It was
Jerry.
bright in my room.
Hi, Jerry.
How are you, mate?
Hey, Johnny,
You know,
Oh,
if
we
you
got
were
that.
shooting at nighttime,
Charlie.
pushing the ISO up would be one thing, but not when you're in daytime.
Johnny Drone Flyer. How are you, my man?
Hey, Johnny.
No, you see, the thing is,
Hi,
once
Johnny.
you pump that ISO and you just look at it through, you won't see the noise, right? You won't see that noise until
Right.
you start recording. And then you pop that into post and you'll just throw the footage out. It's ridiculous. But get your shutter speeds, mate. I mean, to be quite honest, if you have it in auto, it's going to in your room in that light condition. If you have it in auto, it's going to adjust your ISO, right? During the day, it shouldn't touch the ISO. There's something weird going on there. But put it into manual and get your exposures with your shutter speed, with your ND or whatever you're using. But leave that ISO at 100, man, and give that a crack. Actually,
What I'll
do
do is
another
I'll-
auto one. Do another auto one first to see what that does.
Okay.
and then do a manual one. When you were doing auto, could you see on your screen that it was dark? Surely.
Well, see, I didn't have it in auto when I was talking to the guy. He had me
No, no,
in
no,
the
no.
manual.
I'm talking about when you first did that. When you were taking that hyperlapse, could you see on your screen that it was dark?
Yes. No.
Okay.
It looked normal on my screen. And then when I downloaded it off the drone, that's when I was like, why the hell is it so dark? That's what tripped me out. And I did it on the SD card and I did it with the internal memory.
Okay.
And both of them came out the same.
So what you've got here, right, isn't an ISO issue at all, right? When you were taking that footage, your shutter speed was incorrect.
Okay.
All right, because your ISO was at 100, and as it should be at midday.
Okay.
Your shutter speed was incorrect for that. So if you've had it into auto, it hasn't exposed itself correctly at all. So yeah, as I said, when you do it again, do it in auto, and then do a manual. But when you do it in auto, pay attention to what shutter speed.
What settings?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the thing is when it first happened and I'm shooting it on my phone, it looked normal on my phone. And then I landed and downloaded it. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like it totally tripped me out. I couldn't figure out what it was. I was like, what the hell is this? Because I didn't see it on my phone when I was shooting it. Otherwise, I would have immediately landed it and tried to figure out what the hell it was.
That's
I
weird.
didn't realize it
weird.
happened until after.
Yeah, that's weird. Very weird. Was your phone brightness wrong? There you go.
Yeah, I always have my phone turned all the way up. It's a bunch of smart asses in the comments.
Well, no, that's not a smart. That's quite a legitimate question. Because if
I always keep it up.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're flying at midday outside in Florida, you got to have it cranked all the way up. Otherwise, you can't see your damn screen.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, when you do it, what time would it be here if you were to do that at midday?
It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Keep up, America.
Actually, that'd be 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning for me. Shit. I was going to say we have we'll do a messenger video chat or some shit while you do it, so I can go through the settings with you.
You're awake at 3 in the morning, Matt. Come on, you know that.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. That's what the.
Yeah, you would typically want to keep your ISO down as low as you can get it at 100 all the time. Is a good rule of thumb.
I'm not a super camera guy, so I don't really ever mess with the settings like that. I usually just shoot it in auto. So that's what tripped me out. I didn't have any idea what the hell was going on when I had downloaded it. And then I was like, well, maybe it's the memory card's messed up. So I went and I took the memory card out. I formatted the drone, cleared all the storage out. And I went and did it again a couple days later, downloaded it, same thing. But both times on my phone, it looked normal. I didn't see any discrepancy on the phone that would tell me it was messed up.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
it is.
Your information on your that's a fly app, isn't it? The information on there, you've got an EV setting on there, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pay
particular attention to that, because if you're like minus 3 point something or other, there's nothing. That's not right. So this is what you've got to start looking at with things like that. But it's a weird thing because that footage had flashes of white, right? Yeah,
it was like you were saying, like the frames. Some of the pictures probably were normal, but we couldn't isolate it because it was so quick.
It was quick, yeah.
Question for you, Justin. Which drone was this on, and did you update any of the firmware?
It was the Air 2, and I updated the firmware like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I did it again last night. It said I had another update last night. But I haven't taken it out since I did the firmware update yesterday and called DJI.
I'm with you, Gary. Let's blame the fly app. It sucks.
That's what I was thinking. It was a firmware glitch, but everybody that I told about this had went online looking at their own, like trying to figure out if there was any videos or anything on any forums about it, and nobody's found anything. So I don't know if I'm just a rare thing that happened with me. And then there was a lot of people that were on Jim's show the other day who hadn't flown their Air 2s and their Air 2Ss in a while, and they were like, well, I'm going to go throw mine up and see if it does it.
Yeah, have you heard anything back from that? You haven't?
Well, I mean, some of the people are here in the chat, so I mean, if
they're not talking to him anymore because they all screwed up their Air 2Ss.
They all crashed them because they couldn't see where they were going. The image was too dark. Andy, how are you, my man? Good going, good to hear, mate. Going good to hear.
Yeah, because I haven't updated the very last version on the Fly app for my Air 2, but I was flying it this last week. I was in Las Vegas, and I was shooting it, no problems.
But this is the thing: is all the other quick shots when I tested them, and then just doing normal video footage, everything else worked fine. Downloaded fine, looked correct when I downloaded it to my phone.
Because I shoot a lot of hyperlapses here to get the cars flying through and and to watch the boats coming into the harbor.
How long have you had flying cars there, Steve?
We've had them here for quite a long time. Ever since the pandemic lifted up a lot, they're back to flying again.
Wow, fantastic! I thought air travel was a band. Oh.
Some new flying Teslas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Kyle.
Well, Gary says he's going to go out and fly his Air 2 tomorrow.
He's going to go fly his Air 2 in the morning. Look, I tell you what, there's a lot of stuff you can't do with that Fly app, right? So compared to what we used to, I guess, when it comes to changing expos and all sorts of shit, as far as I'm aware. But when I was flying Ari's drone...
You had to rub that. I was going to say, I haven't had any trouble with the Fly app, but then again, I don't have a drone that uses it anymore.
No.
Well, whenever you're not on the show, he refers to it as it was
his. Yeah, his Mini 2. Yeah, we know this.
Past tense.
Ari's X drone I've got here with me. I'll give you a good price for it, mate.
Oh well, yeah. Now that I've upgraded, I'm going bigger, not smaller.
That's what I said. It'd be totally useless to you, mate. You'll fly that little mini round, going, this is boring. I should have given it to Matt.
This is what I would say to anybody on the panel or in the chat. If you have an Air 2 or even Air 2S, take it up in the next couple of days, fly it, and then next week we'll see if anybody had any issues.
I'll be flying mine tomorrow. I'm going to shoot our harbor, going to video and still shot the whole harbor tomorrow. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in motion and just do a hyperlapse while traveling. And
are you going to update it too first? Or?
No, I'm going to shoot it by that, and then I'm going to update it afterwards. I'm going to make sure it's working fine now that you've told me that.
Are you going to test it again after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we go any further, I've got to introduce you to someone who's in the green room here. The man who started up his own gnome garden by using a self body cast and then placing them in the lawn. Hello, Adrian.
What's up, Adrian?
All right.
How are you, mate?
Adrian, you have to direct all your questions to the lawyer in the middle.
President Dre.
Are you talking about President Recovery One drone? Dun, 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 dun.
He's our representative here. So
that's the question. Adrian's been doing hyperlapse with his Air 2, right, Adrian?
With my 2 Pro and my Auto Evo 2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I know you're using your Air 2 or Air 2S because Justin has been talking about his issues.
Oh, Justin have an issue with the Air 2S?
Yeah, doing the hyperlapse.
Yeah, they're coming out really like pitch black dark looking.
Marcelo,
Marcel.
how are you, my man? Matty's drone
I don't
world,
see
how
the
are you, mate?
chat. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, so hopefully that it was just a little bit of a bug with your with that one thing, and hopefully that firmware update. I mean, but if it isn't a problem and it's not popping up as a problem anywhere, then you would think that the firmware update hasn't addressed that issue. You know,
We got 18 watching and only 4 people hit the thumbs up. What's up with that?
Well, the rest of us hit the thumbs down.
Yeah, we just
bet-
can't see
I
the
bet
thumbs
that
down.
Ari and
Can't see
Steve
'em.
is haven't even smashed the thumbs up yet.
yeah, we can't see the thumbs down these days, can we? I'm kind of pissed off about that.
That damn Steve-O.
Well, yeah, blame me.
Okay, it's your fault. You feel better now?
See,
My wife isn't home yet. How
as
can it
soon as
be
I
my
said that,
fault?
everybody want to hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, that's one of those questions, up for the ages, Steve. If a man is all alone in the forest and there's nobody there to hear him, is he still wrong?
Depends on who's asking the question.
Hey, Steve, with that kind of attitude, but I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Hey, Maddie.
Hey, Jerry Bauer, Mr. Peter Carroll.
Kept mine. I thought the OG Air. What's OG Air, mate?
Original.
The Air one.
Oh,
Original gangster.
hey,
Yeah,
Matt, if
what's
you look
what's
at what
OG?
Peter Carroll said, you're not gonna get a thumbs up because I'm here. So you should have the luck, buddy.
Do you feel loved, Adrian?
So I'm about to leave. Once you get your thumbs up, let me know, and then I'll come back.
How's it going there, Adrian? How's the bubba going?
So what now?
Good answer.
I said, "How's that?" That's how he answers his missus when she asks.
Hey,
him to
Ken,
do
how you doing, Mr. Placer here? How you doing, buddy?
something. Here we go.
Mr. Unlimited Vertical.
All
Okay,
right.
Matt, going back to you. What was your question again?
I said, how's things going there, mate? How's the new baby?
The new baby doing great.
That's fantastic, mate.
She's
never-
acting like she's want to start crawling and talking a whole bunch of shit to daddy. One of these days, I'm gonna right in that kisser.
Yeah, but that's violent, Adrian.
Actually, no, it ain't.
Well,
That's
at least
love.
It is. Is
I
it?
have to ask in this, Matt, that now that he's into doing hyperlapses and everything else, he's getting to the editing game. So now he has to learn how to plan out his flights. So I
don't
need to
have to
ask him
plan
how you working towards that part, Adrian.
You said planning out my flights.
Yes. Because, I mean, just going out randomly flying, I mean, I always tell people, I said, that's okay when you're first learning. And I say, I'm not putting things like that, but just goofing around flying and doing this and that. But we're out there trying to capture certain types of footage for
Yes.
a certain reason, or trying to even do a video. You have to start planning out things. Okay, I want to do a shot of this. I want to do that. Matt's shaking his head no, so I just tell him where he's at. So
No. I'm answering hot
Well,
rod.
Matt, hush. The man's talking to me. So, recovery one drum. What I'm gonna.
I was just asking, are you starting to get to that level now that you're advancing your flying skills and everything, that you're starting to realize when you're editing, you need to start planning out what you want to do. In other words, create a storyline
Yes.
of your video.
We've seen how Adrian flies. We know how he plans out. Yeah, I'm going out today to get a drone crash video. Yep.
This is he should actually rename.
Matt, this is
his,
your show. Don't you get tired of talking? Let everybody else talk, man.
Yeah, no, I don't get tired at all, mate. What you should be doing is naming your channel Recovery One Drones, to be honest, Adrian, because that's all you seem to do, mate. Is just go recover your drone from wherever the hell it landed.
He's the Wish version of Dustin Dunhill.
Look at Mr. You son of a bitch. Look at Mr. Short King. Don't start no shit.
Thanks, Phil. I might keep you.
Oh
Ca-
dear.
Cappuccino.
What's up, Mr. Matt Condit? Matt is drunk world.
I just had mine there, mate. Bloody
So,
hell.
Mr. Gary, Brunt Ariels, Johnny
What have I
DRC.
missed in the chat here?
No, Gary, Rat Ariels, I was talking about, he was talking about the original Air. I said, I used to love that thing. It's just the short battery life is the only reason I traded mine away. Other than that, I thought it had an excellent camera on it. Everything always came out razor sharp, a lot of color depth in it, but it's just the short battery life didn't.
And you could get so much footage in that 250 meters range that you had in a high Wi-Fi usage area.
Yeah, it just didn't fit the needs of what I was using it for. So, like I said, I traded mine straight off for a standard Phantom 4.
Ooh, what is that, Adrian?
What do we got?
Yeah, he bought something new. I saw him on another channel earlier.
What is that? Hang on.
He bought something else. He got to add. You know, the Smithsonian always continues to seek out things to put up.
Well, you got some batteries.
Fly More Combo / Smart Controller.
For what?
Was it the Mavic 3?
Mind your business, Mr. Short King.
Sure.
I ain't gonna tell you. I got a little teaser video that I'm working on, but I ain't gonna tell you.
In the last 24 hours, I've been hearing different takes and opinions on this RC Pro controller. And I guess B&H is supposed to be selling it with the Air 2S, and then other folks saying that who already have one that says it still will not bind with the Air 2S. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Are they selling two different models of the RC Pro? Because I know Mark got on today and complained about how he could not bind his with his Air 2S that he got with his Mavic 3. But now B&H is selling it in a box with the RC Pro.
I didn't know that the
I've
Pro.
heard there haven't. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the Pro was supposed to bind with anything other than the Mavic 3.
Well, that's all part of the discussion. That now, I guess the mass complaint was that people wanted it with the Air 2S, and now B&H is selling it as a combo with it. But and those who already bought it are upset now that theirs still will not bind with the Air 2S. But B&H is selling it in a combo box.
But honestly, they would sell more of them if they made it more compatible with more of the drones. Even.
Well, I'm hearing the other thing is the Horizon problem on it.
Well, yeah, that's an ongoing issue. That I guess that's more with the Cine model. I guess they're saying they're having a Horizon issue.
It'd be interesting.
Everybody has the straight 3. It's doing okay.
No, I have seen one report of it on the standard model this morning, Dre. What will be interesting is whether the new firmware that was released yesterday, I think it was, addresses it at all.
I think it was today here.
You know what? I don't think they will address it, and I don't think they'll ever fix it because the Mavic, the first original Mavic, has still got that issue. And they've never fixed it, ever.
But what do you expect from a drone that has the gimbal held on with rubber bands, man?
If you're lucky, that's the upgraded model.
Yeah.
The other one's string.
That's why I waited to buy it as late as I did. I bought my Mavic Pro right before the 2s came out. So I got the double upgraded rubber bands on it. And no extra cost.
Wow.
Do you think they partnered with Hubsan on the 3?
No, they partnered with Durex for the rubber bands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the same reason, because if it breaks, you're well and truly screwed.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
All I can say is my Mavic Pro still goes strong and still puts out a decent product. I should say, picture and video. I can't complain too much about it.
In the middle of the day, they're fantastic, mate.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I say middle of the day, they are great.
Matt, did you get that done?
No, I didn't, mate. I'm still doing it. I haven't had time, mate. I really have not had time. I've been running around all over the bloody joint, and I'm running behind schedule at the moment. And I've got another 1, 2, 3. I've only got another 4 days to do all this shit before the carpet comes. And cold carpet, cold. The experts in the trade.
Hey, Ron.
Anyway,
you do realize that everybody outside of Australia thinks you're a nut job?
I'm about to go home.
I do.
Yeah, that goes for America too. There, Ari.
Hey, Matt, I'm going to go ahead and bounce out and let Ron jump in since my wife should be here any minute. And
Take
I'll
care,
text
Dre.
you when I get home.
Yeah, nice to see you, mate.
Have a
Sir
good weekend.
Dre.
All
we'll
right.
see you.
Everybody in
See
the
you
chat, Mr.
Hey,
Brad Ariels.
Adrian is
Hold on,
here.
brother Adrian, slow your roll. Brad Ariels, I know
Sorry,
you
Mr.
can't miss
President.
tomorrow's free practice 3 in qualifying because today was heated already. So, all
Slow
you
your
F1
roll.
fans out there, hang on to your seats because it's going to be a good one this weekend.
I'm sorry, Mr. President.
All right.
I
Now-
apologize.
Now to my Secretary of Florida State. Go ahead.
Hey, I like that. I absolutely like that. So, as a matter of fact, hey, Justin, you have been demoted, sir. Now you're the janitor.
The
In
janitor.
Florida, I
Where was
run
he
shit. In
before?
California, Recovery One run shit. So
What was
You're
he-
done.
Hey, as
what
long
was
as
he
I'm
before
in
the
Florida, I
janitor?
don't care.
All right. I'm out.
All right, my man.
4AK9, what's up?
hey, the 4AK, now how you doing, buddy?
Mr.
So,
JC,
Ari, how you
how
doing,
are
man?
ya?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Hey, where's everyone else's shirt and tie? I know, dude. Very, very underdressed. I don't know.
Let me go ahead and button this up. I'm pulling a mat
Oh
over
my God, Jesus! Hold on. Woo! Got that for you, man.
Yeah.
Such a warm and loving person, our
I
Adrian.
just love this guy, Ari. I'm telling you, I really do.
Still look like you got poo on the end of that finger, mate.
So,
You wanna
Steve-O, I
double
got
up
a
your
question
paper
for
on
you,
your wife.
Steve-O.
And what's that question?
Oh, hello, Ron.
Hey, Lolo.
Hey,
I do not
Ron.
want to see this
Nice
guy
to
right
see
now.
ya.
Ron
I'm
and
out
the
of him
boys
right
are
now.
here.
Get him out. Take him out. I'm out of him right now. Get him out, fool, real quick. Get him out. Get his ass out of here.
You want Ron out of there?
And matter of fact, let me see if I can pull my own
Well,
self up.
Matt, he's telling you to get his ass out of there. Get his ass out.
Did you say you don't want to be here anymore, Adrian?
So, Matt, cállate. So, Steve-O, those beautiful lights you have on your drone, where did you get them from again? The one you have in the arms in the front? Where did you got them from?
Firehouse.
Okay, never mind.
They come standard, Adrian, and when you push record, you can actually
Damn it!
turn off.
Directly from the company, not buying them through other places.
Okay.
Yeah, the Arc V's.
I remember
that's the one
Justin
I
gave me
you.
one and I lost the damn thing, man.
Gave him a brand new one in the box.
Brand new one in the box and everything. I still got them crappy freaking binoculars. They little $2 binocular he gave me from Dollar General. I still got him. But the Firehouse thing, I lost it.
No, I gave him a pair of binoculars so he could find his drones when he loses them when he does the race.
All right, how you doing, man?
Oh.
How you doing, Mr. Ron, Mr. Eeny, Meeny, Mighty? Ron, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Thank you.
Peter, how's the audio now, Pete? I think I might have pumped it up a little bit.
Not better.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
still
is it?
hear you, so it's not good.
Righto, ISO boy.
I can
Easy.
feel the love. Yeah, Mr. ND2 million filter. That's a lens cap, you idiot.
Mr. Camera Operator of the Year. Justin Shorts King. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ron, shut up. You're just so noisy today, mate. Jesus.
Oh man.
Okay, that's a good thing. Ron, say something. I don't even think you've said anything today.
I tried.
And that's enough out of you.
Moving right along now.
So is the shirt that you're wearing, Matt, a pre-warm up for Rodney's birthday tomorrow?
Oh shit, Rodney's
So
birthday.
you're behind the time. I got a notification telling me that in Australia it's Rodney's birthday today.
I've already blown the candles out for him here, brother.
And that's tomorrow.
No, it's today.
No, it's today for them.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow. And I'm sticking my story and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with. Yeah, well, even if you're wrong, you still stick to the story, will you?
Nope.
Okay, so you're not wrong. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm correct and you're correct. We're both correct. Just
Okay.
it all depends
a
on
whim.
what side of the international date line we're on.
Well, it's just like
some
when
some
you,
of us are more correct than others, and Peter agrees with Matt and I. So you're outside.
well, it's
Okay,
just
I
like,
give up. I'll throw in the towel. I'll just throw it in.
it's like when you take a shit at 11:59 p.m. and same shit, different day.
How you doing, buddy?
We can always rely on Justin to raise the tone of any conversation.
It'd be interesting though, but do the same shit in the same day. So if you took
Right.
that and you started doing a real long one at around about 23:55, right? 23:59,
Mr. Northeast Drone Production, can you cool it with your story, sir?
55 seconds. You halfway through that shit, you're gonna go into the next day. You're right, Justin. Well done.
All right.
But
So
you know,
Ron, how you
it
doing
all
today,
it all
man?
depends on when you're out, because if in the air, you lose a day. Going to fly to you,
I want to
we
know how we
lose a
got.
day.
I want to know how we got from Rodney Bell's birthday to shooting for 2 days.
Shitting for 2 days. I tell you what, though, if you're on a plane and you're going across the date line, you can actually go, you'll be going back and you'll be still shitting in the same day.
Yep.
Well, if you cross the date line backwards, going to the US, back up. Or,
Okay. I have to go for a drink.
I'll need that shit tomorrow.
Okay, 'cause I don't
oh,
think I have-
Justin, did you ever figure out your hyperlapse issue?
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
I
The
heard
ISO
you
was,
talking about it earlier.
okay, so the ISO was set at 100. So
Yeah,
I called DJI. I waved my hand in front of it when it was looking at me on the desk. Couldn't see shit. The dude told me to pump it all the way up to 3600. I pumped it all the way up, and it looks normal on my phone.
Hey, Justin, wait a minute. I didn't mean
But
to cut you off. I have been hearing that a lot of people have to uninstall the app, install it again, do the whole update, and then it works.
It's your ISO, Justin. My Sony camera, when I try to do the high frame rate, if I have to crank that ISO way up, because you sit and think about it, your shutter is really working fast. You got to have that ISO up.
Different
Like Mom
story,
was saying
Ron.
earlier, you got a smaller camera or a smaller sensor. You start cranking the
Hang on.
ISO up, the noise
Really,
level is
honey?
terrible.
before you
it's a
start, Matt, just let me get the popcorn and say,
Sorry. I thought I was on mute. Oh, you
Now,
told me on
does
mute,
shooting
man?
it,
Oh, damn.
shooting it in
You were very
8K,
rude.
does that make
I'll
a
put myself
difference?
I'll
on
put
that?
myself on mute. Hold on. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Jesus Christ.
Now, shooting in 8K, does that make a difference? So, because remember, the hyperlapses on there too.
No,
You
your
can do
hyperlapse isn't 8K though, is it? Is it 8K hyperlapse?
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
Air
Oh, that's
2
right.
it
Air
is, yeah.
2. Yeah, it is too.
Well, I mean,
now, what
you
are you
can
going to say,
do it.
Ari?
Go ahead.
What are you gonna- Okay, it's a little bit different, Ron, because he's not snapping 300 shots in 1 second. He's doing one shot every 3 seconds or something, every 2
No,
seconds.
it's one shot every second. It does 125 shots.
Okay, so that's not real quick, eh? It's not real quick at all. So it's a little bit different. Now, when you're talking your camera, you can pump your ISO without really affecting the image too much. But when you start pissing with the ISO, as I said earlier, on these little cameras,
Yeah,
you're
your noise level is terrible.
absolutely it is. Yeah. So it's a little bit different. And I did say to him though that it's not an ISO issue with him. He's in auto, his shutter speed had set wrong. He was in the middle of the day, right? So if he changed his shutter speed to get his exposure, which is,
Try that same setting, Justin, and go outside and do an outside one where it's bright light. You said you did that indoors?
Yeah, I mean, I had my bedroom light on and my windows open. It was the middle of the day, so I had tons of sunlight in my room. I mean, it was bright in here. That's why when it was set on 100 and I was waving my hand at it, I was like, what the fuck? I can't see anything. And then the guy on the phone was like, well, crank it all the way up to 3600. So I cranked it all the way up, and then it looked normal on my phone. But see, like I told Matt too, is when I was shooting the hyperlapse on my phone, it looked normal when I was shooting it outside in the middle of the day. But then when I landed it and downloaded it, that's when it looked really dark.
that's unusual. There's no representation of what that camera's seeing on your app, which is unusual. That is unusual.
I mean, that's why I was so surprised about it when I landed. Like, I wouldn't have been as surprised if I was seeing what the camera was doing on my phone, but I didn't.
And this is
what I'd be doing is what Adrian suggested, and I've heard that suggested by other people. Uninstall the app, reinstall it, go again.
I did that, and then I did the new and then I did the firmware update on it yesterday after I did that.
Hang on, Matt. Adrian suggested something that we're taking on board.
Yeah.
What's going on? Am I in a parallel universe?
He suggested several things that I thought were quite entertaining. One included Jim and a Queensland pineapple, the rough end.
Yeah. Like a squid jag, you can't get them out. They'll go in easy enough.
Yeah.
Where is Jim?
You know I'm right here, right?
Yeah, no, that's all right. Well, he's being nice to you. You just can't tell when people are being nice to you, can you? You're just so used to Justin giving you shit that you think everyone does, but it's not true, mate. It's not
Justin
true.
is a moron.
So I give him more shit than you, is what you're saying, Matt?
Yeah, I don't. I'm very nice to Adrian. I'm constantly trying to pull your head in, Justin. I'm constantly trying to, make this a friendly chat. But no, you just keep hammering him. I don't know why.
Yeah, Matt, can you turn the ISO down on this live stream, because the noise level's bloody horrible.
Yeah, that'd be more to do with Adrian's audio.
Oh,
Justin, that's enough out of you. Shit, mate. Yes.
Matt, I'm gonna kick your ass one of these days.
I'm sure you will. I can't wait.
I'm saying all these years of him talking shit across the pond, the minute he lands in the U.S., he's in trouble.
I am. Everyone's going to pretend to be nice to me on the live streams. Oh, man, it'd be nice to come see you. Yeah. Yeah, no. There's going to be a party at the airport when I get there. And all
I might take a separate flight after all, Matt.
We'll hide in the mountains of Wyoming.
We'll have to get Qantas to do a Yui halfway over.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be halfway.
Sorry, Ron.
Go ahead.
So we'll hide you in the mountains here. They'll never find you.
Yeah. I'll be halfway across the Pacific, looking over the top of the seats. Is that Matt up in the front row? Hey, turn around. I'm going home.
Yeah. Well, when Ron gets here, I'm going to say, look at that koala, Ron. Go and pat it. Go on. They're friendly.
They have hardly any rabies.
First of all, Ron, when I go over there, I'm going to be watching you, buddy. You're not going to be doing me what you did to poor little Art, where you took him and almost threw him off the damn shopping cart. I'm sorry, the go-kart, whatever you were driving.
No, I was not pushing Art around in a shopping cart.
Because if you think he got a handful of this, I'm going to grab the whole thing. I'm going to yank it if you try to get me out of there.
There'll be none of that either.
Okay.
There'll be no yanking in that thing, mate.
Shut up, Ron.
Not until at least day 4. Don't worry though, Adrian. You can hang one of your bras on that tree that Ron's got out there.
Yeah.
That's not funny, son. That's not
I'm
funny.
not laughing. I'm saying you can.
I'm not talking to you. My son laughed at what you just said. I'm going to turn the volume down.
Oh, Ron's going to get a pizza. Hey, isn't this so weird? That room
Where
just doesn't
is
look
Jim?
different.
Where the hell is Jim at?
I don't know. You know what? I didn't send him a reminder. So
I just messaged him on Messenger. He's talking to me now.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Justin. Get him out of here, Matt.
6 is 6 o'clock's too early for
Yeah, I know that you've been coming on too goddamn early, man. What the hell is
Look,
going on?
mate.
Jim would have barely had his Geritol by now.
Look, I'll tell you. I've got to tell you, Adrian, and I'll try and make this as simple as possible.
Did you order any
so you
pizza,
can
buddy?
follow.
No pizza.
Okay.
Are you gonna let me answer your question, Adrian?
Ari, is it still raining over there in Australia?
That'd be a no.
No? Okay, all right. Steve-O, is it hot in California?
Nope.
Okay.
We had rain. We had rain all day yesterday, though.
Hi, Mr. Drone 863 Justin, Dumb and Dumber. Is it cold over there where you at? Because it's cool over here where I'm at.
Oh, geez, there's those nipples.
Okay, you're taking too long. Hey, Ron, is it snowing over there where you at?
It is.
Okay, great. All right, Matt, go ahead. This is your show. Go ahead.
That's
sir.
only 74.
Hey, Adrian, the rain's coming and it's going to build up by the time it gets to you. Don't worry.
Go ahead, Matt. This is your show. Go ahead. Matter of fact, before you say anything, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening. Huh?
Before you say anything, go ahead. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, now my name doesn't make any sense. You got to put him back.
He's going to try and claim that you threw him out, Matt, but we could see both your hands in camera shot.
You think I'm going to let you back on, Adrian, after that? Here we go. There's Adrian's bra tree. There you go, mate.
You kicked me out, jackass.
No, I didn't. Oh, well, that's just
That is
impossible.
like a tree.
Is that a bra on that tree?
There were several bras on that tree.
Oh, Jim's in the chat.
Which one do you like,
Hey,
Adrian?
Jimbo.
Hey, Jim.
Mr. Above and Beyond Drones.
Let me just accused
Matt,
me of
do me a
throwing you
favor.
off the
Please
stream.
play that Jim intro, please.
Okay, hang on. Just get a second though. You did accuse me of throwing you off the stream. Is that correct?
I could, yeah, you did.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just go back to the video, shall we? See where my hands are? Look at my hands. Yeah. Okay.
I told you that prosthetic would come in handy.
Hands are there. Hands are there. How could I throw you off like that? What am I
Hey,
using?
man, you probably got a third leg. I don't know what you did.
Well, you know
Well,
I have.
I wouldn't say a third leg, but he does claim he's very popular with the ladies for a particular reason.
Ladies, Adrian. Something you don't know much about. Now,
That's not funny, Ron. That was not funny.
I was coughing.
it wasn't funny.
You were.
At least
Big
it didn't
Daddy
sound
Joe.
like a fart today, Ron. It's good. Good on you. Oh my God.
Play the Jim
James
intro for me,
Boyd.
please.
What is this? James Boyd.
Hey, James Boyd, asswipe.
Look at that camera he's carrying. Hey? You can
And
do
you
that
know
with a
what?
freaking Android now.
You know what's
Holy
funny?
crap.
Matt,
Is that a self-portrait of the pyromaniac?
Look what I just did, everyone.
you know what's funny though? On YouTube, I don't see that comment.
His comment, James Boyd.
No, it's not on the YouTube chat. It just shows as Above and Beyond Drones comment.
Okay.
Even on the chat, it does not show that one either. You're right.
You know, well, okay. Well, I've got it on my chat here. It's popped up on YouTube.
It's not showing them over here on my side either. I only see Jim, and I see the one that Steve-O say hi to Jim. That's it.
Do you know how much he had to pay to have it not show up in your feed, Adrian?
Are you on live chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you live chat or are you on top chat?
So, Justin, you're having the same issue I'm having. I'm going to talk to you because Matt's stuck on dumb.
No
No,
one's
no,
having
I was
your
on.
issue,
I was
brother.
on top chat, not live chat. You're right,
Aren't you
Matt.
going to ask Justin about the rain?
Let's watch Steve.
So, Adrian, is it still raining over there?
I didn't know
It's
he
not
had his
raining
heat.
over here. It's nice and cool.
It's been raining over here. I was out flying on Thursday night, and a woman got washed away and drowned about 2 kilometers from me, and she was in the Burger King drive-thru. True.
Holy cow.
What?
You saw that thing on the news last night about that, Hungry Jack's, they call Burger King over here, about that car that got washed out of the Hungry Jack's car drive-through and the woman drowned? That was about 2 kilometers from where I was doing my flight assessment.
Holy crap.
What area?
So, on Gympie Road, old Gympie Road. Aspley? Yeah, Aspley.
Hey, Matt, if somebody just came in the thing, if you want to kick me out, go ahead and let him in. I
What?
think I heard that little pop.
Now you want me to kick you out?
If you're going to put him in, go ahead and pull me out. I'll wait.
No. He'll have something to say to you, so I'll drop myself out so he can say hello properly to you, Adrian.
What is this?
Oh,
Assholes are
shit.
us?
What's up,
Hey,
Mr.
Jim.
Jimbo?
What's up, Jim?
I'm getting
My
double-
main man, my brother from another mother, Mr. Captain Drone Brother.
I ain't captain of nothing. Not even captain of my own ship.
Hey, Jim, I got a little bell hit on your channel, but I didn't get it when you went live. I got Matt, but not
you
yours.
know, Matt and I discussed this. When I look on my analytics of YouTube, it tells me that it only, out of all your subscribers, you could have 20,000. It tells you that it notified 150 people. What's up with that?
Holy shit.
Yep. I showed Matt.
Obviously, it wasn't a big enough bribe you paid to Google.
They have changed the terms of service so many times. In fact,
Yeah,
everybody
you put out
got
a
the
little post
email
about
this
it,
week.
Jim.
Yeah. They did another one this week. It's just getting nuts, man.
Let me ask you something though. Out of all your subscribers and out of everyone's subscribers or something, won't they only get a notification if they have rung that notification bell or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
they have to have the bell turned on to all, right?
So is it capped at 150, or is it only 150 of those people who've got the notification bell on?
I don't know because they don't tell you.
Yeah, that's
I
right,
showed
yeah.
it to you, and it says right in my analytics, 150 subscribers have been notified of some shit.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that too, and mine only
Yeah.
goes to 150 as well. So have they capped it at 150? Why would they do that?
I don't
it's not-
care. I'm more interested in the fact that I screwed up.
Again,
Yeah, I did. I bought stickers, but look at this dumbass. Instead of putting my name in either blue or black,
you can't
it's
see
white.
It's
right.
fucking blending in with the cup. I can't even
Right.
see it.
Right. Exactly. It's all my fault. But
Shit.
shouldn't the guy have told me?
Jim likes it when people agree with him. It's all your fault, Jim.
No, it is my fault. That's how I sent it in. But shouldn't they have told me, hey, dumbass, your words aren't going to stick out at all?
They probably didn't even realise till it had finished the print run, Jim.
They don't care. This is the way the guy wants it. That's how he's getting it.
And they're not cheap. That's like $30 for I don't know how many. That's garbage.
Are those just waterproof stickers?
Yeah, those are the die cut stickers from either Rockin' Monkey or it's Rockin', not Rocking. Rocking Monkey.
Because I got some for mine like 250 for $60 or something like that.
I overpaid, bro. I don't know why I'm paying.
I would say buy your own cricket machine, but it'd probably never end up out of the box.
Yeah, no.
I'll send you a link, and they double check the artwork and everything, and they send you a proof back of what it's going to look like before they even print it.
That's what I was gonna say, Steve. I wish that the guy would have just sent him the one in white and be like, "Hey, your word's not gonna show. Would you rather have it in another color or at least black? That way, you know what I mean? Because the words are white, you can't see them."
Right. Exactly, Adrian. And they did send me a proof back, and it looked like the words were in black to me, but they're not. They're black outline. If you can see that,
Okay.
Yep.
they're just in black outline. But okay.
Yeah,
put
but
that-
from far you can't even see them from
No.
right there.
no, you put that on a car window, you're not seeing this.
Exactly.
You're not
I
seeing.
mean, it looks
there's-
cool. I like it though. It looks
There's
nice.
there's a die cast one,
Right. That's what I got. The die cut.
and then just a regular one.
What's the difference? Oh, okay.
One's rectangular, one's die cast.
Right. Okay. These are die cut.
Yeah.
And the way the picture came to me, Adrian, it looks like those words were actually going to stick out.
Okay.
But you can see that you slap that on a car window, forget about it.
Exactly.
Then a small one.
You see your Steve or yours sticks out even from far. You can
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, you can read those words.
I mean, Jim, don't get me wrong. It looks nice. I like it. I love it. Actually, it looks nice.
What's
But
up,
I
Marcel?
just wish the letter would just be a different color. That's it.
Exactly. My bad, I guess, because that's what I sent them. Yeah,
Hey, Trey, what's going on, Mike?
he does the cups and the vinyls. 3-layer, 50 of them for like 125 of 3 layers.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's meaning what, $1.25?
RC Crazy.
Or
His wife actually does the shirts. She
Hey,
prints
Marcel,
them.
how you doing?
What's that printing called, Adrian, when you put the stickers on the shirt?
Yeah, it's that big hot press. My sister.
Yeah,
has
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's how my shirt was made that my girlfriend had made for me. They like
Right.
pressed it on the shirt.
Right.
Yeah, my sister has one for doing hats, one for doing shirts, and then she has a decal machine that cuts
Now-
all those out and then can do regular decals.
Now, question, like you say, your sister do, would she actually do it with the embroidery on the hat or
It's-
like a
it's
sticker
not-
like?
It's like a sticker. She doesn't
Oh,
have. the
no, I don't want the
embroidery
sticker
machine.
shit. I want the actual letters.
Yeah,
Embroidery.
embroidery machine is a whole different ball game.
Yes.
Yeah, when
And
I
a
was
whole
looking-
different price category.
When
I
I was
mean, I
looking
bet
them up
it is.
for, they were like $5,000 or $6,000
But-
for a good one. They're
You get a
expensive.
machine. Yeah.
But I mean, if I get them in the hat, it probably cost me like what, maybe $20 per hat to get them done.
I don't know. Mel sent me a hat that has Above and Beyond drones on it, and I couldn't get it done. I couldn't get the same thing done from that T-shirt thing we all use.
Teesprings.
Teespring.
Teespring. I couldn't get that done from Teespring. They said my emblem was too wide. I
What
don't
the fuck
know.
does that mean?
Because when I did these stickers, I'm like, okay,
So downsize it.
they want you to either
Yeah,
do
you size
3x3. I wound up doing this 4x3, 4 inches high, 3 inches wide, and that's called custom. Because they regularly want you to do 3x3, 4x4, blah blah blah. So I had to go 4 inches high by 3 inches wide, custom made, and you can't read the damn thing.
And two,
But-
Adrian.
My fault.
It does depend on the embroidering machines too, how many needles you want, on how extensive you can do certain designs. Like that 12 needle one, I want to say was like $3 or $4 grand, and then there was a 25 needle machine that did 25 different threads, and I think that one was around $5 grand.
But Justin, those machines, man, they do a beautiful freaking job, man.
Oh hell
They
yeah!
do.
They do.
These are amazing, man.
Yeah.
We had a tenant at the commercial building that I manage. She had one where it had 6 positions, so hat, shirts, or whatever, it would be running 6 of them all at the same time.
Hey Marcel, Mike,
That was
Night Train.
unbelievable.
Thanks for the info. I'm gonna be like Adrian. Mike, I got your information. Marcel, yeah, I got the pad. You know that. Who else? Hey, we got Peter Carroll. What's up, Pete? Thanks for always
Only-
making it to the shows. Appreciate
All
it.
the
Man,
important
stop
people
being a
in
jackass.
Place it here. Emily Parker. Palmer? I can't
Hey,
read.
don't forget Night Train.
I did. I just said Mike Lane.
We got Mr. South Carolina Aerial Steve Carpenter. What the hell does SC stand for?
South Carolina.
Southern
I'm sorry,
Southern
South
California?
California, whatever.
There's
John
my
Oh,
Carroll.
shit. Guys, listen, we won't be able to talk anymore because Mike is going to take over the chat.
What's
So
up,
nobody
John
say
Carroll?
nothing. Nobody say nothing.
K9. Mr.
That looks
Ron.
nice, Mike. I like it.
Did you guys do that at your house, Mike?
Ron, I got yours.
No, that's Tiffany did that. RC Crazy, his wife.
How
Is
many
it-
needles
That
was
was
her
my
machine?
It's embroidered. Get closer, Mike. Get closer to your camera. Yeah.
Do you know how many needles her machine was, or what?
No, I don't.
No, I like that though. That's good.
Yeah, there
That's
is.
probably about, what, 4 needles maybe?
I'm not sure.
That's
You'd
two
have to talk
colors,
with her.
right?
She just
No,
started
like
working
three
on them. She
colors
got
in there.
ended up getting three of those. There's 3 colors there, yeah.
3 colors.
And then there's the RC Crazy one.
Well, see, honestly, too, Adrian, with your hats, it's really going to depend on what quality hat you want.
A
You know what I'm
trucker
saying?
hat is a trucker hat. If you get
Well, what
the
I'm saying is, if he
expandable
wants a
hat,
fitted hats, but with the open backing, those are cheaper. But if you want
No,
the
no,
solid
I want the
fitted,
one with the open back. I like
you got to
those.
be able.
Well,
you got to be
yes.
able to breathe.
I want to adjust them bitches my own self.
Yeah,
well,
because
see,
in
those
Florida
are a
it's
lot
too hot.
cheaper. What you got to do is buy them hats in bulk off of Amazon or.
I got a whole bunch of them. You know, I always have a whole bunch of hats. I got a whole bunch of them in my closet.
No, he means for you blank. Blank
Oh,
hats.
okay.
Yeah,
embroidered.
buy them in bulk. Try to.
I
Find
just tried to
somebody-
hyperlapse in auto on Air 2 with the latest update.
See,
and it
that's what I'm
worked
telling
fine.
you. I'm telling you, Justin. People doing it, and it's freaking working. So you might take my advice for it.
What was your
Well,
advice?
What I said, I already did that and the update,
Don't
and I
take any
just haven't
nickels.
taken it back out yet.
It
We
is
do
to
the firmware?
uninstall it and install it back again and sign in
yeah.
to do the update.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then they're gonna take it out
here's
tomorrow to test
here's
it.
the iffy question. What's your operating system? Are you using an Android or are you using an iOS?
On
iOS.
Apple
Jerry
iOS.
and Justin.
iOS, and I'm updated to the 15.1.
There's your problem, iOS.
15.1. I was told to stay away from that. I'm on 14.8. And I'm
Well,
staying.
eventually, sometime you're gonna have to update. because
When
the
did you
app-
get an iPhone, Jim? You always
No, I
had
got the
Android.
iPad Mini for flying. the
Oh, okay,
drones.
okay.
When they keep updating apps, so you're gonna have to eventually update.
Hey, Ron.
Ron is being a chatterbox.
Oh, there was there. Hey, Ron.
I don't know what he's
I
doing.
walked through the show and I found there were several hunting companies there and a couple of taxidermy, the ones of the photos I sent you.
Uh-huh.
And then, but most of them were a lot of like guide, like not guide, but
Outfitters.
what do you call it? Ranches. You know, you go on like a dude ranch type of thing. Most of them that were there.
You a dude? Can only dudes go on those ranches?
No, I was in Las Vegas, and the rodeo finals are going on there right now at the convention center. They have what they call Rodeo Christmas, and it takes up
There's only
the whole
dudes are
entire
there?
convention center.
They're riding rodeos, and only the dudes are there.
The dudes are riding the
Isn't a
dudes.
dude the hair on the horse's ass?
That doesn't sound very nice.
Remember when he took his hoof and flicked him up there, Mike? Just flick the little guy up there. Yeah, just
Yeah.
flick it right there.
Give him a little shove. Give him a
little
little
shove.
encouragement.
Right before
A tender, right on top
Yeah.
of the.
we talking
Yeah.
about what was leading a horse to water or making a horse.
Yeah.
You, Steve?
Yeah.
Just this past week, I started practicing a little bit. I was talking with my work partner, and she says she does all her photography in RAW.
Uh-huh.
So I started shooting with my Sony in RAW, and then I was editing in Luminar 4. It actually does a pretty nice job.
Oh, it does. If you're shooting, most of the time on my camera, I've got a lot of stuff that I shot because we went to the Valley of Gods. We went to not the Valley of Gods, Red Rock, Valley of Fire. And I took a lot of stuff there with that. When I shoot, I'm shooting on my Canon. It's shooting both RAW and JPEG at the same time.
Right.
So every image is, both of them are coming up and being recorded. So you got a quick one for a JPEG you can have, but then if you're going to do any editing, you pull the RAW image down.
The only thing I can do with the Sony, if I shoot in the RAW and JPEG both at the same time, I can't do a rapid sequence fire.
No, it takes too long. It's got to process both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 2 seconds.
But I was shooting in RAW, and the images obviously are very flat. But I could find that again, I'm new at working with RAW images. I've been a JPEG guy most of my life, and but I'm kind of liking it though. It's a little more time consuming, but you can get what you want out of that RAW image, Joe.
You can color them. That they're made for color. That's why I'd like to see your Red Rock pictures, Steve.
Yeah, I took actually at Red Rock. You're allowed to fly there. I was surprised. There was no drone restrictions. Now the Valley of Fire, it's a national park, but I was up there, so I just put it up in the air because there's a lot of people around, and I didn't want to create a lot of noise. But I just got up there and did a 360 up there, just doing a few shots across it. But most of the stuff that I have for my camera, and that's where my 100 to 400 Canon Hourglass came in while shooting across the valley to take some pictures. That's what I really want to bring them up on my computer to see how well they came out.
That's one of the things I'm going to do next summer is take a trip to southern Utah, get out into some of those canyons. That
Oh,
one,
beautiful. Zion, Bryce, Arches, all of that is.
Arches would be cool.
mm-hmm.
But Red Rocks has that glow when you catch it at the right time.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of concerts there, I guess it's like more either sunrise or sunset.
Oh, you're talking in Colorado, Red Rocks.
Yeah.
I'm talking Red Rocks is over in Las Vegas. They're totally different
Why is there two of them?
because they're two different locations.
You know which one I'm talking about, though,
yeah.
right?
Very creative. That's all.
Yeah, where the concerts are, it's beautiful.
Right.
And of course, we're there, and it's it's either late morning or afternoon, so it's not the best time in the world to be shooting. But just the rock structure, the formation is mainly what I was looking at.
You get good clarity out of it, yeah.
All right, fellas, I'm jumping off into the chat. We're going to decorate a Christmas tree tonight.
Cheers, Mike. Take care, mate.
Well, have fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm still
Yeah.
like, I'm like, no, I'm not motivated to do anything.
Well, yeah, it's better than Jim. Jim's idea of decorating a tree usually involves a cherry picker shortly after.
Yeah, I'm not hanging any drones in my trees.
Hey, Matt. I'm sorry, Ron. When it comes to shooting a video or in D-Log, can you explain it to me a little bit? First of all, I tried it and the picture just looked like dull, like barely has any colors.
It's for
to it.
coloring.
It will.
D-Log, RAW, D-Cine-like, DNG, digital negatives are all for cinema DNG are all for you to color. This way that's grabbing 10-bit information. The processor doesn't have to work as hard because it's not adding the colors. So you get a 10-bit photo or a 10-bit video, and then you add the color. Thank you for explaining that, Ron. I'm sorry, bro.
I know he did a good job, Jim. He couldn't just shut the hell up. He talked too much.
Should have done it better.
Your file size are huge.
Huge. But it's the same thing as shooting in RAW with photography. But you also got to have the editor program that is capable of working. You know, what are you using now? You're using.
I use Filmora Wondershare.
I don't know if they can work with that.
I don't think so either, because I don't see a spot where it gives me that choice for me. You know what I mean? To kind of color grade pictures or videos.
I mean, you got to get into like DaVinci.
We're going to.
DaVinci has a free one. Does
Final Cut?
Does Final Cut have like a 30-day or a free version?
But Cyberlink will do RAW too.
Yeah, but it won't do 10-bit coloring
for their photo.
Are you talking about like a free trial, Jim, to try it out?
Yeah.
What about Power Director?
That's what I'm saying. Power, but the photo director, Cyberlink. That's what I was talking about, Justin.
Okay.
I'll tell you guys, I've mentioned this before, but if you have a fairly modern iPad, I cannot recommend enough.
The Retina screens.
I'm not not Luminar 4, but shit.
It's Apple's version of color.
iMovie?
No, it's crap.
Final
Can't think of
Cut
the name.
Pro.
The hell is the name of it? You know it. You got it, Ron.
I got it, and I just had a brain fart.
What they got?
I'm sorry. He's being a dumb blonde right
Yeah,
now.
smell. Now I know what it was.
Ooh, that smell. Gotta love that smell.
What have I told you about singing on the show, Jim?
What's up, Bob Casey?
Okay. What about you?
Hey, Bob, how are you, mate?
Lauren John Hours on?
Shit. Why you gonna go get it?
We got Mr. Peter Caro.
Gary Bauer?
Yeah, but when you're shooting, Adrian, and you go into like what Ron was talking about, and even like with Matt, because he's using flat recording profiles on it when he's shooting with his drone. Your file sizes are much bigger. Like if I'm shooting like I shoot, I'll come up with a JPEG file maybe being 3 to 5 megabytes. That raw file is going to be like 25 meg for that same picture.
Now the raw picture is going to look also like
flat
without that much, colors in it.
Yes, it's there for you to add the color. It's got greater bit depth added, so you can create the color.
LumaFusion, that's what it was.
Yeah, LumaFusion. There you
What was that?
Jim, please save my ears. In other words, don't sing.
Yeah,
You got
don't
earbuds
sing,
on.
Yeah, no. And drone views. He had some internet issues and some beer issues.
Beer issues. He had to run out and get more beers.
I can understand this.
Excusable. Man card still there. Still issued.
He wasn't actually going to go drink tonight, but he saw Adrian was on and thought, shit, I got to get pissed for this.
Driving me to drinking.
Yeah.
In my hot rod Lincoln.
And beer won't even come close. We're talking straight alcohol here, baby.
Got a color grade.
Top fuel dragsters.
Good on you, Ari. Would you come on here and defend yourself?
Everybody knows what a Deuce Coupe is, right? Remember that song, My Little Deuce Coupe?
Isn't it a 32 Ford or something?
It's a 39, yeah. But when you sing that song that Springsteen wrote, wrapped up like a douche in the rotor of the night, no. It's driving his deuce.
Isn't a douche in a rotor Ken Heron when he's in his Mazda?
It's revved
up. That's a rotary. That's a rotary. Okay, my mistake. Love you, Ken. Love you.
Wrapped up like a douche.
Don't mean it.
Who did you say sang that, Jim?
Well, Springsteen wrote it, and in '73 he recorded it. And then in '76, Manfred Mann did it. "Blinded by the Light" is the name of the song, and all of us were singing "Wrapped Up Like a Douche" in the rotor of the night because we know what that is.
I didn't know Springsteen wrote that.
Yeah, he did. And he recorded it in '73.
Holy shit!
But it's about a Deuce Coupe, revved up
bag.
like a deuce.
Little faint. And these days it'd be Manfred Mann featuring Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, I don't know if you could even. Can you put that? Is that politically correct? I don't know.
What's that featuring?
Can you say deuce? If that sounds like douche.
We can say douche, mate. We don't say deuce here. We just say douche, douchebag, douche, idiot, douche.
Even when you're talking about 39 Ford Deuce Coupes.
Well, generally over here we'd say a Deuce Coupe. But then again, we got coupe over here.
The coupe.
We're gonna make it coupe.
I did in French on there.
Yes.
Unless it's an American-built car, in which case we call it a shitbox. But
well, then don't buy them. Drive the shit you make.
We don't have any shit we make because you guys bought it all and shut it all friggin' down. Can't stand competition.
Well, there you go. Holden
Ford. Well, we used to have Chrysler. We used to have Ford. We used to have Holden, which is GM. We used to have all of that here, and they've just shut the whole thing down. Mitsubishi's used to be here as well.
Chrysler announced last week they were withdrawing from Australia.
There was that whole big thing in the show Mindhunter on Netflix. They called the main character Holden Ford.
Yeah.
People from Australia were getting all pissed off.
What was that one from Hitchhiker's Guide? Ford Prefect. I don't know. That's a Ford in England, an English model Ford. It's a Ford Prefect.
A Prefect?
Yeah, Ford Prefect. It's a shitty little 4-cylinder that weighs about 17 tons and develops 6.5 horsepower.
I don't know. They've all gone crap. I told you about my Chevy HHR. Well, it's heavy 1.9. Oh, no, it's 2.4 liter. Piece of shit. 2.4 liters.
What's up, Drone Views Media?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm on the live channel. Okay, yeah, I got him, man.
Steve, did you drive over to Vegas? It don't take you that long to get over there, does it?
No. Yeah, my wife drove there and made it On the way going, we left here Saturday morning we left here at around 10, made it there like 4 hours, 15 minutes. On the way coming back, made it in 3 hours and 15 minutes from state, where the Bass Pro Shop is over there, right off the freeway, just south of downtown. From there, nonstop, didn't stop for nothing. We had fueled up and we pulled in here 3 hours and 51 minutes.
The pursuit arrived 3 minutes later.
It was beautiful. No hit. We ran in right in between the traffic. So it's a good time. We left at 11:15. So brought us in here, early afternoon. But it was jammed. I mean, because of the rodeo being in town there, it has more people there now than any other convention.
Really?
They took up the whole entire convention center, both floors. Then they took up, I think it was the Sands. They had the Sands had a partial convention, and then over at UNLV, that's where the actual rodeo is being held. But on the second floor of the convention center, they had the kids up there, and that's where they were doing the roping and stuff for the kids in the convention, on the convention floor, on the second floor.
Justin, you're a dirty old man. You know that? I just want to remind you.
What'd you do?
Read what he said.
What's the difference between Cinderella and the Melbourne football team? Cinderella wanted to get the ball. Why does Melbourne keep winning then?
Oh, you follow Australian football, Jim?
No, I get the local newspaper.
Well, it's not like Matt doesn't take jabs at everybody else. Come on, let's be fair here.
I'd take a jab from anybody, mate, especially the vaccine. Fuck that. Hey,
actually, Australia was invited
That's not what
into
your boyfriend
the National
says.
Football League, and they refused to put together a team.
Mate, the people who make the most remarks about you taking a jab are generally co-workers.
That's right. That's right. That's how they get the good runs.
Matt, that situation is still the same,
What?
The situation we were talking about somewhere else.
Oh, yes,
It's
absolutely.
Still the same.
Yep.
Hey, that was a song too. Still the same.
Oh,
Can't
Bob,
scratch
quick,
that
take your
itch.
earphones out, Bob. Take your earphones out.
Still the same. That son of a bitch. Oh no, You're the One. Wasn't it called You're the One? I don't know. I get them mixed up because I'm dazed and confused from Led Zeppelin. For so long, it's not true. Whole other woman never bargained for you. Lots.
I'll do that for you. I'll do that for you, Bob.
Hey, man, I don't know what drug this fool is on tonight, but he got to be smoking some good shit.
Can Jim sing tenor?
Bob Casey's like a
Ron, people talking right now, Ron. Don't be rude. Go ahead,
10 or 20 miles from here, Ari?
I just 10 to 15 miles from the microphone. Or could you sing? Could you sing solo? Solo that none of us can hear you.
Hey, Blind Neil, how you doing, buddy?
Mom drops off her dress to the dry cleaners. There says, "Come on, come again." The lady says, "No, it's toothpaste this time." I like that.
Why is it always the blondes that spill a bit?
Go ahead, Ron. That was
Because they
for
won't
you.
swallow.
Answer that.
I haven't mastered swallowing and breathing at the same time.
You caught that.
Go ahead, Ron, you crazy bastard. Answer it.
Oh, dear.
what?
Only you catch the shit, I say. All right.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh no,
Lots
we're talking
of
serious
people
shit again.
talking, few of them know. Which one? Which EOS is this, Steve?
A JPEG file,
No, which camera?
and there is a RAW file. Almost 40,000, and here you're at 14.
Now right click on the C and let's see the media info. Should be 10-bit. I just want to see this because Matt and I right click and hit Media info. That would be the right button. Hey,
Right
Mike
click.
Roche.
Anytime.
What's up, Mike?
Still waiting. Hey, Mike Roach.
Matt and I pulled down some videos from the Mavic B that for some reason said BTR 709, which is a little hard to believe.
Gotta take this call. I'll be back.
All right, that's why I want to see what yours says, Steve. Are you frozen?
No, it's up.
I can't see.
Oh, you know
media
what?
info.
It's because I opened up another screen. It's not showing it. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing it and go back and share that one little one.
Just want to see that properties crap, where it would, if it's raw cinema DNG or anything like that, it might say 10 bits, but it sure as shit won't say a color space like BT 709 because it's not.
I can go.
That's just the properties, yeah.
No.
You have lens.
Go to general,
media.
mate. General.
No, it's just going to show you the file.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so why isn't there all this information coming out?
You
Why
got to
isn't
right when you right click. You got to hit media info. The thing that opens up the file.
that- Okay.
Hey, Jim, send me your address in Messenger. I'm going to send you something on Thursday.
The EXIF information.
It's
You'd
illegal
go-
to send that through the mail, Justin.
Only small bits of Coke. That's it. You got to do it in small quantities. You working tonight, Matt?
Yeah, mate.
So much for that part-time job.
Sorry.
That's so much for that job being part-time.
Well, anytime Matt wants to do something, that's the part of the time that the job uses up.
Well, it is sort of part-time, but unfortunately, all the work is over the weekends. But not unfortunately either, because I don't have to work as much to get the money that I'm getting for it. So that's a good thing, but it does encroach sort of on weekends and all that, which absolutely at the moment don't mean much to me. So during the week's fine. And look at today. I mean, shit, it's been pissing down all week, and it's a perfect day to be out there. Oh, perfect. No wind, no nothing. I could put my Mini 2 up, and that, I mean,
Yeah.
the RE Mini
Isn't
2.
this just the kind of day that you'd like to be out there flying RS drone?
Yeah, it would be. It would be. And because, I mean, I know it's going to be a nice picture during the day. I mean, but because I've worked with that drone in very low light conditions, and it's brilliant. So during the day, there's not going to be an issue with that thing whatsoever. Fantastic. God, I love that little thing. It's brilliant.
So, Matt, when you skipped work the other day, what TV did you end up getting?
I got the when I was limping around.
Injured.
Talking about he's so busy, but he'll call out to get that TV.
Yeah. And it was my throttle toe too. Oh, it hurt, but it was worth getting down there.
Good day, Neil.
Throttle toe.
No, but I never did hear what TV you got. Man.
I can't work today. My throttle toe is inflamed.
My throttle toe.
We're not going to tell you what he operates the brake with, Jim.
I
Yeah,
tell you
the
what,
brake
Harry,
is-
have you seen all the drones and cameras that Teledyne FLIR has come out with? I just got another notice from them. They are pounding the crap out of the drones because they're pissed off that, never send shit to China. That's number one, okay? And they put FLIR cameras on DJI drones with the XT, the XT2, and all that shit. So what did China do? It's illegal
own.
to export it, but China went and made their own copy. But they don't have the software to rectify any of the infrared photos. So what good are they? They're useless.
I didn't answer Justin's question. Okay, I got a.
What was the question that Justin asked? I didn't
What
get
TV
that.
he got? He ended up getting.
What do you use for the brake? That's what he said.
How inflamed was the toe?
Yeah, well, anti-inflammatories don't work when I'm in a good mood.
Why was the toe inflamed? How did you get the toe inflamed?
Gout.
No, that doesn't inflame the toe. The gout is in
Really?
the joints.
Oh, really?
Well,
So it
wait, hold on.
doesn't
What would
inflame
that
the-
know?
If you have gout, you're not supposed to eat greasy foods, right?
Oh, look, you're not supposed to do a lot of things.
It's calcium
So yeah,
buildup.
Matt told me right before he went to go get the TV, he was like, "I'm thinking about going to get me a burger."
That was bloody Chris Hope's fault because
He went
because
to
he
In and
went-
Out.
yeah, he went to In and Out and he got the burger and I went, ooh. Anyway,
Is that how
so
it went?
So you sound like you sound like Homer Simpson in the donut shop.
Didn't Matt?
yeah,
Do the live from In-N-Out Burger.
purple.
Ooh, colors.
No, it does bloody inflame your. All right, it's in the joint, but the whole toe comes up. Fucking believe me. So anyway, I got gout, which inflamed my throttle toe, and I went,
Not the foot, the throttle toe.
it doesn't affect the whole foot. It just had my toe.
Not to be confused with camel toe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, which TV
Yeah.
did you get?
It's nothing worse than when Matt's camel toe gets inflamed, Ron.
No, that needs a good showering and a wash. That does. Woo, gout sucks. Yes, it does. 4-eyed. It's a terrible thing. It really shit me. But anyway, so and I ended up with a Hisense ULED 75-inch bloody telly, and it's
Nice.
sort
Wait a
of
minute, how's the telly story converse with your bad toe?
Because he called out because supposedly his toe was inflamed, but then he went to go out to eat and go shopping for a new TV that day.
because I went sick from work.
Oh,
Oh, right. So I'll go sick from work, but then I'll go look for a telly.
I'll just
you're hoping none of your bosses are watching.
I'll
that.
pass. I was going to say I'll pass this transmission on to his fellow coworkers.
No, I make sure that no one is subscribed to my channel at work. We don't want to be doing that. What is the time, by the way? Oh shit, 10 to 11.
Brent Nunley, how are you, buddy?
Oh, Brent, how are you, man? Oh, it's 28 degrees here. And sunny and beautiful. Oh God, wouldn't it be a nice day to rip down for a sunset at Mildura?
Is that gout acting up again, Matt?
It was, yes.
Is it acting up again right now? Do you feel an outbreak coming on?
I do. I do.
I
Starting
hear
to-
that soaking the toe in Mugara Dam is very efficacious.
It's the salts in the water there, which are very therapeutic.
Is
and
that
beneficial.
Just as well
biggest-
the gout never sets in the thumbs, mate.
That Epsom salt, man, that is the biggest ripoff in the world that's been going on for like 50 years. Just soaking Epsom salts.
No, Epsom salts are fantastic on citrus plants.
Remember
Trust
your
me.
grandma or Jim? Do you remember your grandmother saying, "Well, just put black salve on it"?
Yeah. What was that shit?
I don't know, but apparently it cured everything.
I don't remember what that was.
Do you remember that? It said, just put black salve on it.
It looked like a tar.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? I gotta look that up now. Not right now, but I'll look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was very busy getting some addresses onto. What a freaking pain in the ass that you just can't take people's addresses from Google contacts and pull them out. You know what I mean? So I have Notepad open and I have to retype everybody's address just so I can. It's a pain in the ass. Why can't you just do it? Print it. What the hell are you jamming in your face, Justin?
Zaxby's.
Oh, don't start with the junk food again.
I know,
Shit.
man. Gee,
So
I wonder
it's,
why I put on 10 pounds this week.
Matt, you
Look.
can have it on the man shake. Go on.
It's really greasy fries, Matt, with chicken tenders on bread.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, there's a lesson for you kids
That won't clog an artery.
in the panel and the chat. If you don't want to look like Justin, don't eat that.
There you
And
go.
if you don't want to get kicked off the panel, don't tease Matt with it.
Yeah. But it was his fault because I looked at that burger and I thought, shit, that looks all right. So I ended up going to Carl's Jr. I did go to Carl's Jr. that bloody night, on that Saturday night. And I kind of wished I didn't after I did because I don't eat junk food a lot. But
Nah, I can't
I
stand
felt-
that crap.
it was beautiful going down. It was really tasty, but I did feel a little bit shitty later.
They add sugar to everything. Tastes great. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Half an hour later.
Yeah,
your
but junk
stomach
food
is
doesn't
screaming.
pay off the 15 barbecues he has in the backyard.
Yeah, but he makes enough food for the week. So, and you
Yeah,
know
man.
it's going to last.
Yeah, I do that. Ron has been eating for the last hour and a half. I mean, when are you going to get full, brother?
It's called puffing corn and don't fill you up.
You're puffing on what?
He's been a puffer for quite so many years now.
He's
He's a puffer from way back.
yeah, I bet.
Ron, have you learned just not to answer Matt when you ask questions?
You know what's coming.
I had a first today. I had a telemarketer call me about my extended warranty, and I was in the wrong mood. And I told her, I said, "Lose my effing number, you effing." I used your C word that you used, Matt, that you used over in Australia. Well,
Constitution.
She called me a dick. And I said, "Hey, that's a hell of a way to do business."
Mate, it works every time. It doesn't work here in Australia because they just laugh at you, right? But in America, it works every time.
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I
is
try
over
and
here,
come
you
up
can
with
call-
different stuff for them each time. Like I had one today.
Don't worry.
Is this James? I said, hold on a minute. I got to take a bowel movement. She hung up.
But that's the thing over here in the U.S. You can call.
I
See
try and
that
think of
over
new
here?
things, Ron. It's getting,
Justin's
you're
trying
getting
to say
bored
something, but it just can't.
with these
Justin,
No, I
callers.
was gonna
I
say,
got
over
one today.
here-
He says, I noticed, I was walking by. I noticed your house in the neighborhood. Do you want to sell it? I'm getting, what made
Make
you
me a
think? Here,
co-host, Matt.
Yeah, I'm trying. But I'm going to have to, I think,
on
Justin.
the phone. These things are coming at me. I will
Hey,
pay
James.
cash, all this other shit. Well, go buy someone else's house. What the fuck? Do you guys get this crap? Justin, do you get this stuff?
No,
Only
that's
once.
why I have Robo Killer blocks on.
Now he wants to talk to Justin. Cool.
Steve, do you get it?
Very rarely. Right now, houses are around here. The house next to me, the house was built in 1972. Single style ranch, kind of like a U shape. Pool in there. The lady that lived there passed away. Their estate sold it
Is
for
she in the
600.
pool?
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
No, the pool was okay. No one was found floating in it. The house sold for in May for $639,000. I mean, it needed lots and lots and lots of work.
I was going to say that's cheap.
They turned it over, flipped it over, put it on the market for 1.3, and it ended up selling for 1,498
Holy shit.
in 2 days. They had competition bids going against each other.
Let me ask you something.
Every time somebody rings up Steve and says, "Are you thinking about selling your house?" He says, "No, but let me give you the number of my friend James Boyd."
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I had one, Ari. I said, if the piece of shit, and I wrote this, that they just built 1,500 square feet is going for 250. I want 500,000.
Well,
They actually answered me.
You
I've
heard
sold
about
this
all that?
place. I've sold this place 3 times in the last 2 weeks, but I'm worried about what's going to happen when the landlord finds out.
Jim, your place is what 2,500 to 3,000?
It's 3,000 square feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you heard about
Ari,
what Zillow
just-
Zillow did here in Florida, right?
What?
People's houses were worth like $250,000. Zillow paid one guy $725,000 for his $250,000 house because they assumed the market was going to go up. And now they're sitting on like 400 houses that they overpaid for by like 40-50%.
You were going to say something, Matt?
Oh, there's nothing important. But they're still building the same 1,500 square foot houses that when I bought, Ron, 20 years ago, were $65,000.
Did they finish that place beside you?
Yeah. Chinese people. Two
Really?
Chinks moved in. They're already, the Chinks are already growing friggin' crap on the neighbor's property. You know, she's out there with her little toolbox. You know, boy, you gotta make a new Oriental garden. It ain't her property. What the fuck? I swear to God, I'll show you pictures.
With your drone. Make sure you do it with your drone, though.
Yeah. I
annoy them.
love Jim's neighbours when he flies the drone.
Yeah. I'd like to hear them yelling at me, though, because I haven't had been yelled at orientally.
I've been at Jim's house, and I saw that the construction starting next door.
Chinks to the right of me, jokers to the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
And mad bastards down the end of the street.
Yeah, they walk to come to my house to bitch.
Has that fucker ever? Oh, sorry, that prick.
Whoa, sir!
Is
You
that,
curse all the time.
Damn.
has that guy ever been back?
Oh yeah, he was back. No, not since then, but he had been back prior to that. He came by in his truck and just yelled out, stopped and yelled out the window, "I'm going to shoot that thing down." Said, "You're going to owe me a lot of money."
He hasn't been back since Jim got a shotgun.
You know, I'm surprised, Jim, is the night that we remember. It was me, you, Night Train,
Mikey,
was
Carlos there?
Carlos, and who else? Remember, we went down to that little park and we sat and we went and got Wawa.
Yeah.
We down there and ate our dinner down at that park, and I did that sunrise flight.
Yep.
I'm surprised he didn't come out that night. I remember I flew.
That's his block too. He's on that block.
I remember I flew up over the trees and went down and got that sunrise. I'm surprised he didn't come. He was probably running down the street, but nobody was at your house.
And when we went on to Matt's show from there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, we were all wild up that night.
10 of us, but there was 10 different, and we were trying to catch Ed in the bathroom. Remember?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was funny.
Ed loved my drones.
Yeah. Oh God, that was hilarious.
Trying to get him on camera while he was in the bathroom.
Poor Ed went in the bathroom and poor man was just trying to take a leak and.
Jesus,
there you go. This is what it's sold for. And already they're giving it that
It's
much
only
of an increase in-
1,700 square feet.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Damn, my house over here is a little over 4,000 square feet.
Yeah.
I mean, here, I'll show you some pictures of it here.
It's ridiculous.
Who are buying these houses? Who are buying them?
They're buying them? They're buying left and right.
Who's
they're
they,
going.
Who is buying?
It's a lot of investment companies.
This is a new female couple that I haven't met him yet. She's a doctor working at Kaiser Permanente here.
Sure.
That's not 1,700 square feet.
Matt, but
It's the lot. It's the size of the lot is what's making it. But they gutted it all out completely.
Yeah, but when you're in a neighborhood like that, Matt, even though you know that house is not worth that much money, it's more of a status thing than anything.
No, it isn't. Not in this area, is it?
No,
Justin,
you have to pay. Right?
We're not in an area where it's all the homes and every single home is different here, built in time frames from the early 50s to the house I'm in, which is next door. It was built in the late 70s. The home I'm showing you here was built in this early 70s.
And then they put a freeway in right next to you, about 100 yards away, isn't it?
Yep.
Look, man, but this is happening worldwide, right? The real estate market, right?
Yes,
It's happening
yes.
worldwide, right? Who is buying all of these properties?
I don't
for such
know, but
outlandish
why?
prices?
See,
Why
this
is
what
it
I was-
happening just this
I
year?
know.
That's what I
There's
was
something.
talking about in China. You know, they're $5 trillion in debt in their real estate right now. And 80% of all investments in China are in real
Not a bad
estate.
looking place, though, Steve.
No, they fixed it up. They tore off all the siding, re-stuccoed it. They fixed up a lot of the inside and gutted out the inside. My biggest concern would be they for years have had a problem with water leaks. They didn't redo the water system.
Apparently crime too. They got cement fences, wooden fences in the front. They don't want anybody near that house.
This was just to dress it up. It drops down a little bit. It's that stack stone block, and that they have in the front area there, and they stack stone it in, and away it goes.
I got to start stacking stones.
So, Adrian, when you coming out, buddy?
So what now?
When you coming out?
Are you really gonna ask me that right now, buddy?
Yeah, I am.
Here, live on my show. You know what a crappy
Adrian,
host he is.
Be honored, Adrian. Ron doesn't ask just anybody at you.
I don't. Ari's correct.
I'll be over there soon, just not today.
Oh, Ron, I was
Well,
listening.
I hope
to
you
you
won't
this
be there
morning.
today. But
You need to get you a security system. I hope you have one. I was
do.
listening to you on Paul's show this morning. Was it Paul's you were talking about? Yeah.
Yep.
You were talking about that dude came up to you asking you, telling you, "Oh, I noticed you ain't been home much lately."
yeah. Yep.
You need to tell that
Yep.
story. That was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, thank you for having me. Jimbo, Jim, Justin, Ron, Steve-O, Ari, everybody in the chat.
Take care, mate.
About to bounce.
Good night, Dustin.
I got to grab
Good
some
to see
coffee.
y'all. Ron,
Yes, sir.
That's not right.
love you, buddy.
Do you mean that? Do you
Get
really
your
love
ass in
him?
the damn trade me. Why are you eating so much, man?
He's a puffer.
I'm a puffer.
Okay, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Edit
Take
your-
care.
I'm a puffer.
Edit your audio avatar. How the hell do you do that?
Yeah, a lot of these homes, not so much in the area here where I live, but up in more towards Irvine, Ron. You're familiar where Irvine
Yep.
is.
Yep.
A lot of Asians up there and a lot of Chinese have come in there, cash sales.
Really?
Oh, you
Well,
change? Yeah, they bring the whole family with them.
Well, you know, they said a lot of people are fleeing from Hong Kong to the U.S. They said there's a lot of really, really rich people that are from Hong Kong that are leaving there to come here because of what happened in Hong Kong.
Yeah, they're fleeing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were fleeing.
They're fleeing.
Yeah, they're leaving Hong Kong because of China's takeover of Hong Kong. They don't want to be there.
they were fleeing.
That must be getting changed. About
Don't
that
you have like flea problems with your dogs too?
Jesus.
Moving right along.
I'm trying to find this file. What the hell is
But
it?
I'll never forget when I went to the first spin up and I met Chris and we were talking about homes over there and of how much homes were there, and we were talking. We saw we saw a flyer on one. It was like 30-some hundred square feet on a half-acre prefab property, completely fenced in, pool, ranch-style home, kind of like craftsman architecture and everything. And he goes, "How much do you think something like that?" I says, "Well, that if it was here in the Inland Empire, which is where towards where Dre lives, but it's going even east and Southmore, you got to go in there. And I said, yeah, about that amount of property. I said, oh, maybe about 750,000. And he goes, you want to buy one? And I go, well, no. I said, I'm not a move. I love the weather where we're at. And he goes, because if you want to buy one, he says, I'll get it for you because I can pick it up for 439,000 and I'll sell it to you for 750.
Oh shit! Wow.
I mean, it's pricing is one thing, as you say, and Ari was saying it. You stated it really well. You know what is going on with it and what's it worth. It's only worth until you actually get the money in hand. Till then, it isn't. There's no value on it.
Well, you know, everybody's overpaying for their houses, and if the housing market crashes,
oh, it's coming. We're gonna see it in 2022. We just got the CPI index for our area just came out.
The wrong C, Justin. You know, if you're in the industry, it's never called a crash. It's called a correction, a market correction. Yeah.
This will make the 2008 look like child's play. What's going to happen?
That's what I said. And what's going on in China too is going to make it. We may feel the effect from that too, because there's a lot of banks that are invested in that. That's why I said they said 80% of the personal investments in China are in real estate right now. So there's people that own apartments that don't actually exist. You go inside of a building and it's just an empty shell.
Yeah.
But they own a section of that building. And there's, you know, like you have Evergrande and a bunch of other companies in China that, you know, are hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in debt. And there's multiple companies, and it equals out to about $5 trillion. That's
you know
insane.
what I find disturbing is that if you dropped the atomic bomb today, you couldn't put it on the plane called Enola Gay. It would have to be on a PC politically correct plane
Very
name.
true.
Marcia Gay Harden, the actress, Marcia Gay Harden, will have to change her name.
Him or her Enola.
The CPI index for the United States here and where we're at, Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Anaheim, just came out for October and November. We're sitting here right now, percentage of change for 2021 is at 6.0 for the year.
I like
that much of an increase.
Steve, Biden stopped the XL pipeline, but he went ahead and opened up the national reserves to stop oil prices, gasoline prices from rising.
Because he didn't want to admit that some of the shit Trump did.
But now he's got to buy more from OPEC, which we spent the last 50 years getting away from.
But he
Fucking
overturned
Democrats, idiots.
Like I said, he overturned some stuff just out of spite. Like they wanted to he signed a bill to lower medication costs. What did Biden do? He immediately overturned that for no reason. No reason at all.
I got a new
And then
letter.
wanted to push it back through Congress with the Build Back Better crap, so it made it look like they did it.
Look, it's little orange Riding Hood.
Yeah, he got all fluffied up in his orange jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Took your time. You must have went
What did you
to
say,
the
Ron?
bathroom too.
Fluffied up.
In your jumpsuit. It looks like you just jumped out of the CV-19 prison over there.
Orange is the new black, Steve. Orange is the new black.
You know that's a gay show, right?
I know.
Would you just
can't
turn
do
around
that.
so that if we
You're
can
not a
see,
lesbian.
turn around. We want to see if it's got county corrections on the back of that shirt.
I am
Does
a
it say
lesbian.
DOC on it?
He's only a lesbian when he drops that hair down.
Justin, Matt and I are both unrepentant lesbians. You can't let us anywhere near a woman.
Yes.
I'll admit it. I've been a lesbian since birth. I like those damn vaginas.
Well, see, I'm just going to be the, a 60-some-year-old pervert. I'm just going to go down to the high school on Monday and say I identify as a 16-year-old girl, and I'm going into the girls' locker room.
There you go.
Yep. And if you
And
can't
Ron
get
could
over
go
it-
there and say, "Hey, I'm a puffer."
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's not lying.
Because our wonderful governor passed a law that now it's down to as low as 20, a company with 20 people. You have to you got to hire people who identify as something different. In essence, you're non-white and you're not conservative and you're not a male.
How do you?
They
you gotta
had
go
an
find
interview
these
with
people?
they had an interview with the guy and asked him flat out, "Are you gay?" And the guy just like, "What did you just ask me?" He goes, "Well, we can't hire you."
Nope.
See, that would work with.
See, I agree with Lon,
bathroom, but
Matt. I could see you as a lesbian.
How does that not go against the discrimination laws that we already have?
because they are violating them completely. They
Yeah,
have no care in the world about it.
that's like telling you to get a vaccination and then wanting to find out.
Dude,
The
if
Health Information Privacy and Protection Act was built just so insurance companies couldn't know your illnesses,
But
so
look,
they could
this is-
charge you double.
If I walked into a school in Florida and did that here, the cops would pull me out of the school, not gently, and liable
Yeah.
to beat my ass in the parking lot.
Yeah.
if they don't shoot me first. I mean,
You don't look black, Justin.
Which is another thing that changed. We went from hall ladies to SROs. Now you got cops in every school.
oh,
Man, I
yeah,
think Lon thinks you're lesbian.
Lon would know firsthand.
If you have to identify as a man, I would go with lesbian.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't mind being a chick for 3 weeks. Just 3. I don't want the 4th week because
Yeah,
that's
that
just
fourth week is the menstrual
Yeah.
cramps and bleeding shit all over the place.
Yeah.
and hopefully when I get turned into the girl for those 3 weeks, the
You
first
bleed
week
down your leg. I'm not bleeding
Yeah.
down mine.
I'm not
Then
going even
the hell would I
the
lie.
wanna
next
do
month
that for?
start like a week later. Yeah. Okay.
I'll mail
Yeah.
my pad to you.
Yeah. Oh,
Just remember, Matt, to mark your calendar.
well, if Matt
Oh,
was a
dear.
woman for 3 weeks, all those buttons being pulled down would actually benefit him.
oh, I'd be a slut. I would.
You would be.
You are a slut, Matt. Be right.
You'd
I
be a
don't
dirty
think-
little girl.
Yeah, but then he'd have to go after guys. So now he's gay.
Who?
Oh.
Well, why would that even enter your head?
You're a
about
flaming
that?
faggot then.
He's
Jim's got a point.
bi-curious.
But I'm bilingual. I'm
Bilineal.
Okay.
what's the other one? Whatever it is anyway.
Bilingual?
All right.
No, non-binary.
I
Oh,
gotta go to
yeah.
work now.
Oh, really? Which one of the other 58 genders are you?
Depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
As to what I identify, and today I'm
Okay.
identifying as a heterosexual truck driver.
You still want me to come to visit in Australia?
Yeah, we might as well have one man in the place, Ron.
Yeah.
Bring your puff corn.
Don't forget. These are the
He'll
snacks on
get-
the plane.
yeah. He'll get the customs, they'll say purpose of visit. He'll hold up his packet of puff pass, friend.
Straight in.
Listen, are we the only country dumb enough to put popcorn in a tin and sell it for $20?
Oh yeah.
No, but you're the only country dumb enough to buy it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's
Where
what
the
I'm
hell are
getting
you
at.
paying $20 for a tin of popcorn? You can get
They
the
put
five-
they
You
put
get
a little
$5 at
caramel
Walmart.
popcorn in one side, a little
They're $5
Whatever
at
they call
Walmart. They ain't
Jim?
$20.
not $5.
That-
Yes, they are. They're
Jim?
$5.98 at Walmart.
Ron, how much you paying for your puffer?
That was like, I don't know, $3 or $4, but
See,
that's one of the reasons, Jim.
he's
that I-
puffing for $3-4.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's one of the
Pretty
reasons
cheap.
I'm no longer
Pretty
with
cheap puff,
Nancy.
man.
I told her she had a spending problem. one day she called me and she said the Girl Scouts were at her house. She bought over $100 worth of popcorn.
Oh my God.
From the Girl Scouts.
Excuse
The
my
hell?
French. But you bought over $100 of popcorn?
Yeah, it's a
You buy
different
this stuff
season.
for $2-3 in the grocery store?
They have the cookie season, and then they have another season where they do popcorn.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know,
didn't know
that's all right, because if you buy that much popcorn, you can actually plant it out and grow popcorn trees out the back. So if you pop them in the ground, that becomes fruitful, and you can sell your own popcorn after that.
Man, I haven't eaten a Girl Scout in years. I mean, the cookies.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, you could get arrested for eating the Girl Scouts cookie here.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll.
Oh, my
This
God.
is that scout camp.
Yeah. It's one
Oh,
time scout camp.
All the scouts that camp out here, mate. Yeah.
I think did they get rid of the Girl Scouts?
It's compulsory now.
Only the ones in charge.
No,
Girl
they're
Scouts
still
in
around.
charge?
They are?
Yeah, my daughter was in it up till last year.
Well, that's good to hear. No guys in it,
Well,
though, right?
Matt, I'm going to back on out.
Hers, man.
I'm having internet problems again.
Take care, Steve.
I'd back
Oh,
out
you
too
are.
with this one.
Ari, good to see you. Matt, thank
You
you.
too, mate.
Jim, Justin, Ron, everybody in
Later,
chat.
Steve.
Have a wonderful weekend.
See you, Steve.
Yeah,
too,
you
Steve.
too, mate. Take care, eh?
Thank you.
He's gone. He's
But
gone.
he got that device too. What was that device he bought, Ari?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, the hardware router. What does the router? It's for VPN. That's right.
Yes, yes.
A vitally pussy network. Yeah.
I wonder why.
He's
He's
having
got
trouble.
better.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, man.
Well, last week he had problems too. Oh, Helen's sending me a picture about the.
Oh, send it to us?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah. Where's that picture, Helen? Yeah.
Yeah. Matt.
Oh,
come on,
it's
share with your
actually.
brothers.
Well, she's giving me a hand designing this bedroom, right? And
Giving him a hand job designing the bedroom.
Oh, Jim, really charming.
Come on,
Isn't
share with
she,
your
though?
brothers, Matt.
sorry.
Share with your brothers.
Really?
The
Well,
same.
no,
I mean,
no,
Justin shared his beads last week
He did. He's got extensive knowledge of the beads.
of his glass
Um,
beads. Yeah.
Hey, if
He
it
knows
wasn't
all
for
about
me, you wouldn't be understanding those text messages, Matt. So I'm gonna hear it.
Yeah, I know.
I sent Matt a whole chart of what each emoji means.
I mean, all I heard, Matt, was Helen.
Did you really?
Sent a message,
Mhm.
a photo.
Yeah, it's only a photo. You could even take it onto the roof. So about drop your pendant light from it. Oh,
Did you send that to me, Justin?
Yeah, I sent you guys both the list of the
I thought-
emojis.
I thought that was that list of what that meant.
Because
Lon,
the girl
who
sent.
eats,
No, the
who
girl
eats
sent.
Marmite? Lon, who eats Marmite? Sorry, just
Oh, pulling my comments?
Marmite. That's an English thing, mate. We don't eat Marmite here. It's they do sell it though. Do they sell it here?
only in
Marmite?
specialty shops. And the ones that have the big signs that says "Queers shop here."
Yeah.
Is that
It's
the
at the
name of it?
DFO.
Marmite? That brown
Mar-
stuff?
Marmite. Well, Vegemite we have. here.
Vegemite.
You don't sell that veg. You eat that Vegemite there?
Yeah. Look, Ron, Vegemite is made out of the dregs of beer kegs. Where else in Australia would you find such a huge market for that?
Why wouldn't you try and get as much beer into your diet as possible?
That's right.
You know.
I have been corrected by the four-eyed canine. He said it's not chinks, it's slants.
Actually, I believe they've moved on to slopes now, Jim.
Hope to
Slopes,
God that the
yes.
YouTube
That's your
moderators don't
Vietnamese,
find
though,
it.
isn't it? The slopes.
Justin, Justin, I don't care about your copyright claims anymore, because this has just trumped them.
Yeah, Matt's going to be not demonetized. He's going to lose his channel over this.
Holy shit! But I better roll, boys. I better get my shit together and get the hell out of here for another week.
You know, as
Oh,
soon as
take
that
care, Matt.
camera goes off, he's going right back into his other clothes.
Yeah, maybe he'll finish Ron's intro by next week.
Yeah, I don't know about that either because next week's flat knackers for me. Down bloody doing this.
Flying Irish drone.
Yeah. You know, holy shit, me. What is the 7-day forecast? It's probably going to be raining on my days off like normal anyway. So
Yeah, there is some sort of visceral joy flying somebody else's drone. I had it on Thursday night, belting somebody's Matrice 600 around 10 feet off the ground in the pitch dark. I loved it. I was enjoying every minute. They were nervous.
Is it?
yeah,
It's your summer season coming up, right? So that's
It's
your
now,
rainy,
yeah.
your rainy season.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I saw Tim Jackson even posted a video of the heavy rains he was getting
Yeah.
on Facebook.
That live show that you did on Tuesday night, I had those cameras of mine, and you saw the bloody trees and shit going all over the joint.
Like
we
those
just
minor
about-
little storms in South Dakota.
Yeah, well, don't talk about your little pissy storms in South Dakota, mate. 'Cause the reasons you can't go to bloody Sturgis,
I'll
we don't.
tell you what, you could get killed by the storms in South Dakota.
Not on
I've
the
got-
one that Ron, not the one Ron was wussed out on. That was a
No.
That was just Ron outside with a garden hose spraying it in.
yeah,
He's
and
like,
an
"It's
industrial
pouring outside."
fan.
Trying to make it look like it's raining or whatever.
Yeah.
you're
His
trying to
fan-
insinuate something about my mate Ron.
Yeah.
Yes, he clickbaited me.
But
Yeah,
he's the only one who wore that violet. What's that color? Orange shirt that we were not orange. It was more of a lime, and we were able to track you through the whole crowd
I was pink.
going
I was
down
walking
Main Street.
across the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
That was
Matt
fantastic.
Matt had a new Guinness record that night. He did clickbait in 2 different time zones or multiple time zones, and in 2 different days at the same time.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah, that's like it'd have to be. I'd get an award for that from YouTube.
Yeah, it was epic.
It was
Yeah.
epic because you had the town's camera, and then there's Ron talking to the guy.
And it
was
wasn't
funny.
like Matt or Ron had a portable, house parked in front of his house that they could have gone into and drove there,
You mean like the RV that was parked in
Yeah.
front of the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. It's called
Yeah,
mode
well,
of
yeah.
transport. Didn't have to walk.
Matt's got a secret plan to get Ron to take him to Sturgis next year. He's going to go topless and paint himself like a Jack Daniel label.
There you go.
I am too. Get my pasties.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Work it, baby.
Misha, how are you?
It's only when you can
How's
get
it
the
going?
pasties to spin. One spins this way, one spins the other
Yeah,
way.
that's right.
It takes talent, brother.
It does. I seen that comedian do that. You got to have that
Oh,
those big male boobers. So
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to be a comedian because that's just hilarious.
Yeah.
You know,
maneuver.
it is.
Yeah.
No matter who does it.
Yeah.
It's called maneuvers.
So go ahead, Matt. Give us a look.
Well, I tried.
Well,
Put them on.
little
You'd have
preview there.
Hang on. Where's my pasties? Hang on.
You got them around there. I know that.
They're in the drawer with the beads.
Yeah.
I think you lent them to Adrian this week. Yeah.
With the photo from Helen. Yeah.
How do you clean those beads, Justin? What do you use to clean them?
Very carefully.
Clean them? Clean them?
You
Who
want to
cleans them?
disinfect them. Oh, after they're off the old dirt road, you want them clean, don't you, Justin? Here, let me just handle these things. No.
Yeah, sometimes I think the term class act was coined with Jim in mind.
It is. Keep the pasties in the drawer. Oh, come on, chap. Come on. What's wrong with that? God damn it. Hey, I've got to roll.
They have tassels on.
Thanks
them.
again, Matt. Catch up with you
Thank
next
you.
week. Jim,
Yeah,
we'll
Justin,
see you
Ron,
later.
everybody
All
in
right,
the
well-
chat. God bless.
All right, man.
Thanks,
See you
Ari.
all. All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God. Well, that went south, didn't it, Jim? But anyway, south
Oh,
to the border, down the dirt road.
Just where Justin likes it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but there are actually cleaning products apparently that you
Is
can
it
buy
my
for
fault
these.
that God put a playground next to a sewage plant? It's not my problem.
So true.
It only inches away.
Yeah.
How many inches is it, Justin?
Depends.
You wear Depends too?
That's for geriatrics.
That went down really fast. Well,
all right.
nothing-
You have a
nothing
good
different
day
there.
of work, Matt.
All right.
Oh,
See you,
Jim,
man.
Yes.
And
send me your
Matt,
address, Jim.
See ya.
be proper. Tell everybody
Eat proper.
the outro.
He's eating puffs. Yeah. Okay. What do I have to do, Jim?
Don't
Give
forget
me
me to
some-
send your address, Jim. I'll see you guys later.
See you, mate. Take. I was going to get some tips off Jim about closing the show off because he's so good at it. Anyway, Rob Glazier. Oh, how are you, mate? Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm out of here. I've got to go to work again as per normal. I'm going to love this shit. So anyway, thanks for joining us here in the chat, everyone, and in the panel for joining me as well. Good to see everyone back there again. Absolutely bloody-tastic. All right. Well, I'm going to nick off. So you have yourselves a fantastic week. Have a fantastic weekend. And again, we shall see you with a bit of luck, same time, same channel next week. All right, outro there. Catch us all later. Play it. And there we go. All right, have fun all. Bye-bye.